another one.
So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.
Yep, once again, I gotta be the bad guy, good guy, and I'm with it. And I wear that. I wear that with pride, being willing to say what some people not. But my intentions are good, where I'm definitely trying to win a championship. That's why I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about today. Because see, clearly to me, and this should put it to bed, some of the theories we have out here. Because at this point, it's pretty clear that Parker is and has been for some time shopping for a veteran war daddy. Okay. And the clue, and we go talk about it, is another time to where you can see Parker fingerprints on trying to pursue premier pass rush. Premier. He's looking for it. And it makes sense because when you understand the fundamentals of Vic Fangio and knowing he's a disciple of Vic Fangio, what really makes that defense go, right? What really makes his defense go is having a front four that you can depend on without having to do too much on the front end. Having guys that can basically just kind of get there, can get the job done. If you go look at how the Eagles are built under Vic, and if you go look at other teams that comes from the tree of Vic, like the Carolina Panthers, it's an emphasis on pass rush as well as one tech. So currently right now we having an internal debate on one tech versus edge and which one carries the other or whatnot. The true answer is actually both, right? When you're looking at Parker and Vic Fangio, because once again, you know who else is rumored by good sourcing to be in on trying to get Sweat? Philly. So once again, Philly under Vic Fangio is hunting for premier pass rush. So you seeing the people that come from that 3-4 tree of Vic Fangio doing the exact same things because it matters, and it greatly matters. So on the background of this, the guy that been putting this stuff out about Sweat to Green Bay was Easton Butler. And so I'm gonna explain this because I did a lot of research on this yesterday, okay, where I was seeing where was the rumors coming from, you know, because I still work from the same rules where I trust you, but I'm gonna verify. Hold on, before I kind of get going, because I'm starting to really go, let me look at y'all comments real quick. But this is one of my most important shows because this goes really speak to a lot of Cowboy Nation. A lot of Cowboy Nation keeps saying, especially when we hunting and was loud about and still loud about a veteran war daddy, right, as one of the ways to get us prepared for a Super Bowl run. So when we talking about a veteran war daddy, I want y'all to know we not alone. This is something that's super being done by Parker. So, and let me explain. I gotta explain this and why this is one of my most important shows. Because you hear a lot of people, especially when we start talking about trying to get better. When we start talking about, hey, we need to bring in another war daddy, and you'll get people say, no. Yeah. they say the fan took a shot at me because of Bosa and Chubb. Yeah, I got them hot over that. I got them boys hot. Hey, listen, man. Hold on, what I'm say. Let me read this real quick. Hey, they need to get over it, man. Yeah, y'all need to get over that. Listen, let me what say. He said, just saw 105.3 the fan video from 4 days ago taking shots about your video on Chubb on Bosa. Listen, man. Yeah, cause see, they trying to say we was talking about positional value. Y'all never one time mentioned positional value when you was knocking one player for 30 and the other player. And they specifically said player. So it's like, now if y'all would have been talking about positional value at 30, and even then, fuck that. Well, man, nah, all these players need to be looked at based on their current film and not some kind of lumped into some nerd trend. Like, man, I ain't trying to hurt a fan on that. They need to chill out. You know, but they hot because they clearly in the same segment contradicted themselves and said players at 30. So I ain't trying to hear that, bro. But that's a whole nother subject. Let me get back focused. Because this is probably my most important show, real talk. Because I think a lot of people don't see this, what I'm getting ready to show you. A lot of people don't see this, and they under the illusion that some of these mediocre moves is because Parker wanted to be mediocre. And that's not true. Okay. So first, let's start with the fact that sweat is actually evidence, right, from this past 2 days that the Dallas Cowboys and Parker is not content with our edge room. I'm gonna say it again. Sweat is proof that we are not content with our edge room. Because a lot of people want to believe we got Gary, which means we're good. And Parker wanted that, and we're done. Nah. So, first of all, and I'm going to explain this. This guy, Easton Butler, okay? So, I looked into this, right? Easton Butler is a writer for the Packers, right? So, and he's the one that been reporting on the rumors of who been shopping for Sweat. And he got Green Bay and Philly in the lead, right? But he also let out that Dallas was in a hunt, right? And so Dallas in the hunt, according to him, right? And they was having also contradictory feuds. So Matt also came out, and I'm just giving y'all the background. And Matt is also a Green Bay beat writer, so he would be considered one of their insiders, right? So he came out and he was basically threw cold water on the Sweat thing to Green Bay. He said, sorry to rain on the parade, but I'm told Brian, I ain't gonna try to pronounce that, hasn't discussed a Josh Sweat trade with anyone, not a thing at this point. Now, this is what made me proud of their fans. What you saw with their fans is what we don't do enough here, in my opinion. So what their fans begin to do is they looked at the track record of the people that leaked this stuff. So, you know, with the Dallas Cowboys, let me turn this off because I want to make sure everybody understand what I'm finna say. With the Dallas Cowboys, our insiders can be weaponized and are weaponized hard. So, like for instance, this $30 million that's going around for Pickens, that's coming from weaponized insiders. And the fact that people saying that there's no market for Pickens, that's coming from weaponized insiders. See, the fact that AJ Brown just got traded for a first shows you with his publicly demonstrative and how he trips so much in the public. It shows you that they are overselling that nobody really wants Pickens. So he should be grateful to play on the tag. But see, what happens is people are saying that because the insiders coming out there and they pushing that. They're pushing, hey, there's no market. There's no market. Not looking at the fact that the non-exclusive tag is an anchor, and it hurts the progress of a open market when somebody trying to trade. They don't talk about that. But see, Green Bay, when they having this internal debate and discussion, they looked at the track record, and they were saying to Matt, who's one of the insiders, yeah, Matt, yeah, Matt. You saying that it's nothing to see here. You said that same thing on Micah, and they was calling them out, which we don't do a good job of doing that. We don't look at track records. We let a lot of our content creators, writers, and insiders and media people shoot air balls and bricks every year, and then they come back and we still trust them like as if, well, they said it, so it is so, you know. So I'm saying that to say that Eastern, right, Butler is the one that was talking about working his internal sources, who's involved with Sweat. And he came out and he said this morning, as well as said yesterday, because this is him right here to the far left. Okay. I'm gonna drop this in the description too, so that y'all can go listen to it if you want to. So Easton is right here, right? So he's the one that's been basically working his inside sources within Green Bay to kind of get a sense of what's likely going on with people that's pursuing Sweat. And one of the people that he said is pursuing Sweat and was in on it was Dallas. Okay, now that has to do with obvious then Parker. Because see, if we are continually and openly still pursuing veteran war daddies, that then throws cold water on all the people that's trying to say, boss, trust Parker, trust the fact that these are the guys that he wanted, so just be content and stop pushing for more because we don't need more. No, Parker is actually sending the message that we need more and want more. And the people that we should be putting the pressure on is front office. Because Parker can want the best, but the people that need to close it and get what he needs is front office. Almost is not good enough at this point. And it's almost because the way that I look at it is like Steven Jones does not know how to shop in free agency because he used to not even playing in it. That's what I see going on. And then my sister Rebel, she said, check your cash app. You've been working nonstop. Yeah. This is a real one, Rebel. This is one of my most important ones, and I pray that this don't go over a lot of people's head. Let me see. My sister dropped some cash. Let me see. Give me a second. My phone a little slow. Hold on real quick. Ooh. Give me a second. Y'all give me a second. Catch up taking a little while. Yeah, appreciate that, Rebel. Appreciate that greatly. And everybody else, I see some more people dropped into the cash out. Y'all also got entered into the next raffle. Thank you, Rebel. Thank you. She said, go eat you a meal. Yeah, man, I've been grinding. Yeah, so, and we appreciate that. Thank you for also putting it in the cash app, because we get more when y'all donate into the cash app. So, but let me go back and kind of explain something real quick that I think a lot of us are missing. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the music and say this too. What we have to realize, in my opinion, is when our front office is failing our coaches. We have to be able to recognize that. Because a lot of times what we do is when front office fail the coaches, we still blame the coaches. When the coaches was very clear on what they need, and it's up to front office to go get them what they need. So I'm going to ask you, before I say this,
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
I have to be the bad guy, good guy. And just be honest about this. And let's just use our common sense. That's why I turned off the music. Let's not forget that the Dallas Cowboys' first major push was for Max Crosby. Hold on real quick. I want to read this because y'all be saying some good stuff. I don't want to overlook what y'all saying because y'all make the show go with some of the comments y'all put in here. He said, boss, why we never address the elephant in the room? How free agents most likely prioritize 31 other teams because of how our front office treat negotiations with players. Dallas would be my last option if I was a pro. Yeah, and that's also because you know too much. You kind of too educated. You know, the only thing I would say is I doubt that most teams follow as closely as we do, bro. The ugly negotiations of Dallas. Dallas still could be by other free agents, that beautiful chick across the room that they don't quite know is toxic, you know. So that's why still some players still will want to come play for Dallas. You know, even though those of us who really watch them and how they do business would say this would be a bad place to be in terms of if you have to fight for your future and your money. Straight up. And I feel you on that. Let me go back to what I'm saying on this, though. And I really need y'all to lock in. Lock in on what I'm getting ready to say right now. So, the Dallas Cowboys made 3 aggressive offers for Max Crosby. Okay? It's already publicly documented, publicly understood that they made 3 aggressive offers. And this was the very first move. This was the very first move that your Dallas Cowboys was trying to do. And they was trying to do this before free agency started. This was even before week 1 of free out that the Dallas Cowboys was leading all the way to the very end on all the proposals. They had the best proposals. Their first proposal was allegedly a first round pick 20, and Osa. Then they upped it and pushed it up even more, being aggressive. Their second offer was a first round pick 12, and a third round pick. Then they pushed it up to their final offer, making a push for Crosby. A first round pick and a 2027 second round pick was their final offer for Max Crosby. Now, this is where we have to use our common sense. When you see this much aggression, and I still don't think it was aggressive enough, I still say that Stephen Jones does not know how to shop in free agency. You do not go to free agency to try to get a deal. You go to free agency to get your guy, and you understand likely you're going to have to overspend to get it. That's how you shop in free agency. If you go be in free agency and don't understand that, get out of free agency. You don't belong. That's why you kept being Mr. Almost on a lot of these people. You wanted Nakobe Dean, but you didn't understand that you not go get Nakobe Dean unless you say, hey, we're going to spend more to get him. But Steven likes to try to get the best deal. He want to win a deal before he want to get the player. But this is what I want y'all to understand. And it should be common sense, right? It should be very much common sense. When you see this much aggression, even before free agents start, and you mix that with the fact that we are still pushing for another veteran war daddy, according to Easton Butler. Using your common sense, who was likely massively behind getting Crosby? Can we try our common sense and say, if you saw 3 massive push doing what we hardly ever do and shop in week 1 of free agency for a big ticket guy, who likely was behind that? Can we use our common sense and kind of use 2 plus 2? Who was likely behind that? This much aggression? Who?
And I've kind of gone through that process internally for a great deal of my career. So I've prepared as much as I possibly can at this moment.
And obviously, it wasn't a good year for the Cowboys defensively last year and what they did, but your thoughts on what is in-house here and how you can improve the guys that are already here as opposed to waiting for what happens in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, the game is definitely won and lost up front.
Waiting for what happens in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, the game is definitely won and lost up front.
The game is won and lost in the perimeter with corners and receivers.
The game is definitely won and lost up front.
How's the game won and lost? The perimeter. The guy who was likely and still likely pushing for more is that guy right there. And Schotty. Because both of them had the same philosophy. Both of them said over and over, multiple times, that your games are won up front. And a lot of people go say, boss, trust Parker. Trust Parker, boss. He the one that wanted Gary, boss. He's the one that beat the table for me. No. This is what I'm never gonna let some of y'all try. I'm never gonna let y'all try to sell me that you started aggressively for somebody that's top tier pass rushing, complete rusher like Max Crosby, and then became content with Gary. I'm gonna tell you to your face.
Oh, hell no.
No. And when you start and you go to your front office and say, listen, one of the key pivotal pieces that I need, and see, I see it like you, Biscuit. I see it exactly like you. Gary is a good piece, but he was a small pivot. I see it exactly like you see it. But if we're being very observant about what our front office our coaches seem to be pushing for, just like it should be obvious that Schotty has been pushing for a quality running back room and a better running back room. Schotty said in his first interview that he would love to have Rico Dowdle back. See, the fact that he even said that should have made front office close that deal. That should have been like, nah. The fact that our brand new coach said a pivotal piece to my offense, one of our guys that I would want back on this team, is Rico. And we let him go to the Panthers. Yo coaches are speaking about this defense. They are still saying, are we paying attention? We need a war daddy. Yeah. And so when people say, boss, trust Parker, as if Gary, Malachi Lawrence, and Donovan Ezeraku is his premier plan, I'm telling everybody straight up,
Oh, hell no.
no, that's the backup plan. And people that got discernment and that know how to properly read the tea leaves, because you do not start with 3 massive proposals for Max Crosby, but then try to tell me that, hey, but I'd rather have Gary. And that I'm now content and happy with that. I'm going to tell you straight up.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, and then, you know, I keep saying this. People say we didn't have the assets for Myles Garrett. We absolutely had the assets for Myles Garrett. We didn't have the will. The only thing that we couldn't manufacture is a verse. If they really, really, really wanted to have a younger edge, we didn't have that. But in terms of assets, we clearly got the assets. And this is what people keep, in my opinion, this is where people keep kind of slipping. People got to remember, we had the assets, especially before the draft. That's the key that people got to realize. We just needed to be the team to say, F them picks. That's the key. We just had to be the team that will be willing to say, you know what, F them picks, man. So, especially before the draft, this is what I want everybody to understand. The Rams was also making a push for Max Crosby. But guess who proposal beat them out at the time? Guess what proposal beat them out at the time? Your Dallas Cowboys. Because your Dallas Cowboys had way too many assets that they couldn't keep up with. And remember, Jerry said that draft picks is at a premium in March and April. We had the most assets to be able to get Myles Garrett. We didn't have the will to get Myles Garrett. We would have had to come in with the thought that we go likely, if we want Myles Garrett, we go have to overspend. And be cool with that and be like, F them picks. And for all the people that say those picks was tied up to Green Bay, nah. It's a way to write up your contract with that also a factor. They just bullshitting us, bro. And some of it is us trying to find a way to try to act like, we tried. Nah, no, I ain't. And I'm gonna do a show on that this evening. I'm gonna prove that. I'm gonna bring out my receipts. I'm gonna show you that we had way more than enough assets to get Myles Garrett. We didn't have the will. Just like we didn't have the will to get Crosby. We had the assets to get Crosby. We didn't have the will to get Max Crosby. We out there trying to, man, we putting our foot down. A first and a second. Final offer. Instead of, man, just look, throw 2 firsts and let's do it. Let's do it. No, we need them picks. I'm standing on the fact that I need them. You going in a free agency trying to get the optimum deal instead of understanding I want the optimum guy. And see, that's what the Rams does. That's why they don't care about first round picks. That's why the last time that they actually used one of their first round picks was 2015. 11 years ago. Because the picks represent hope. The picks represent hope. And there's some teams that say, you know what, forget hope. I'm going with the guy that's proven because I'm trying to win it now. But going back to what I was saying, you can't sit here and watch Parker make extreme pushes for people like Max Crosby, but then try to put our head in the sand and act like he's content with what we currently have now. If you believe that, that means you just want to put your head in the sand. And I don't want to put my head in the sand to try to feel good and have some optimism into the season. I'd rather join the campaign of trying to get Parker what he is lobbying for and what Shotty is lobbying for. So we got Parker clearly saying games are won and lost in the trenches, right?
Waiting for what happens in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, the game is definitely won and lost up front. And we have significant players in the front seven. And so I think that when you start with that defensive line room and what you're able to do in controlling the pocket, stopping the run, you control what an offense is able to do, and you're able to dictate to them on their terms. So you're not playing the whole playbook when you win first and second down. So I think it starts there. That's where the excitement starts. And there's several other pieces that have been proven playmakers. And we look forward to kind of bringing it all together in the next couple months. You want to have guys that no matter what scheme they're in, they can be significant contributors, and then you want to just highlight it around their strengths.
You mentioned those core beliefs, philosophies. What are those for you, one or two?
Yeah, I think, definitely want to, stop the run and affecting the quarterback, I think are the two most important things you can do.
Stopping the run and affecting the quarterback is the two most important things you can do. So if anybody want to kind of know what's the core of what he really believes is the most important things, let's just start with what he said out his mouth. Let's start there. Because I know a lot of us want to talk about the fact that downs is obviously the most ideal piece, in terms of a key piece. But let's not also forget the fact, what's up, Joe Trujillo? He watching from Italy. What's going on, my brother? Let's not forget the fact that he's being very specific that controlling the line of scrimmage is the most important thing. Stopping the run, one, because he want to be able to give us favorable third and longs, which you can control the game. So from a chess perspective, he's looking at it trying to control the game. So what you're seeing in the streets is a lot of us are selling and excited, and should be, for our ability to be able to stop the run, because we've greatly invested into it. We've greatly invested into it with Quentin Williams, obviously with Clark, but not only those guys, the quality depth in terms of our interior, 1 techs, 3 techs, all that kind of stuff in terms of depth quality. The depth quality and ability to stop the run is built on this team already and really don't need focus. But the other side that he also emphasized does need focus, and that's what we not focus on enough. That's also where I would say we selling them out. So hold on, we got us a super chat. Hold on real quick. My brother say with this super chat, he said, front office got to learn it's a combination of the right coaches and F them picks, right? Rams showing you can do it and rebound. Exactly. It's a balance, and you said it perfect, Tony. You also got entered into the next raffle. I'm entering you now. It's a what we got to understand is like Tony perfectly, not Tony. Who was this? Yeah, that was Tony. Hold on. I didn't show you a highlight, though. I didn't show you a super chat. Here it is. Yeah, it's a combination. But see, this is the issue. Parker, we got the run stoppers. I don't quite have the second end of what's going to make my defense go, I don't quite have it. That's why you still seeing us pushing for more. Oh, take it easy on my back. Can you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
And my boss say the signing bosses for a first rounder is not 5 to 20 million though, boss. They like them cheap. I agree, D Shift. I 100,000% agree. So when you go back and you listen to him, he telling you his formula for the defense. Are we listening? He's showing, hey, I'm pushing for top shelf. Are we listening? He's showing I'm pushing for pass rush and elite pass rush to make my defense go. Because see, we got the run stoppers. I want to add also some more. That's why we made 3 proposals for Max Crosby and kept pushing forward. It's just front office didn't do enough. That's why even right now, Dallas had their hand in the Sweat campaign. And Sweat don't want to come to Dallas. That's what it come down to. He don't want to come to Dallas. He kind of mental. He is, like, he really is, you know. He one of those, he kind of mental. Like, one of the main reasons he want to get up out of Arizona, it's not the money. He like Gannon. And so when Gannon left, I want out. It's not even Arizona. It's not the money or nothing. He just wanted them. I want to play for who I want to play for. He don't want to play for Dallas. See, he one of them dudes who take it personal. Like, I don't like Dallas. If he over here like it's gonna be Green Bay or Philly, or I definitely ain't doing Dallas. That's Sweat. But we put our hand in the cookie jar. We was trying to get that cookie, y'all. We was trying to get that Sweat cookie. Ooh, they don't want to hear it. Jay Black, we trying. They not listening to us, Jay. Jay Black, we trying. Jay Black said, for the people that understand football, this front office diminishes hope every year with the way that the team build or a lack of team building. Yup. Yeah, Jay Black. It's one of those things, to some people, ignorance is bliss. But let's keep listening.
Definitely want to, stop the run and affecting the quarterback. I think are the 2 most important things you can do. You affect the quarterback by stopping the run. Sometimes affecting the quarterback comes through pressure. Sometimes it comes through disguise. Sometimes it comes through just the talent that you're able to have and the ability to play, the play style. But I think those 2 things are where it starts. Because if you can stop the run, you can get teams in predictable downs on second, get back on track, and then
You hearing this thought process? It's very logical too. Cause see, as a community, we spending all our energy talking about how good we are and how big we are on being able to stop the run. But remember, that's only the A part of the ingredients. That's only the A part of the recipe. Stopping the run is good for first and second down. We trying to really get this cake to taste good on third down. Because we built to get us in an ideal situation for third down. We not built for third down though. Drell said my likes low. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Cause this is a dope ass video, bro. And see, but it's not gonna be dope to some because people want to hear we're good, we're great, we're ready to go. Let's go right now. Let's go win the Super Bowl. I'm not finna be saying all of that when I'm seeing signals that my DC is still pushing for more. I'm just not gonna do that, y'all. I'm not gonna come in here with that bull. I'm just not gonna do that. I clearly see my DC pushing for more and pushing for better. So I'm not gonna be serving this Kool-Aid unless it's measured. I'm just not gonna do that, bro. I don't drink Kool-Aid unless it's measured. I don't. If you over here trying to give me that eyeball Kool-Aid, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know how we eyeball the Kool-Aid? We be like, I think that's enough. We be just throwing sugar in there. Why don't you measure it, bro? If you measure your Kool-Aid, it's gonna be consistent. It's gonna taste the same every time because you're using exact ingredients. Why don't you read the package? See, we need to read the package. Parker is giving us the package. He told us the ingredients. But we over here eyeballing the shit. We over Hey, Reb, hold on real quick. Let me write this down because he said, might as well get clowned. I agree, bro. Man, somebody buy Bernard a drink. Bernard, that's where we at right now, bro. Oh, man. That's exactly where we are right now. And you just got entered into the next raffle too, because you donated $5, man. And then Rebel, you got obviously donated a lot too, with what you just put in the cash app. So I appreciate it. But yeah, at this point, and this is why I said, and I said this when we was debating Okoye and Lou, when we was all debating and just kind of talking through this stuff. I said, man, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm begging. So obviously we go shoot high. Like when you starving, it's like, man, I sure want some crab. I would love some steak and crab right now. That's when you shooting for Max Crosby. But when you starving, you be like, you know what? But I'll take one of them crackers too. I'll take one of them Von Miller crackers. Go on, get me Jay Clowning, man. Go get me Clowning, man. I'm starving, bro. We starving. And talent wise, we are. That's why Lou brought this up. This is one of those graphics Lou did. Partially, I do believe it was scheme too. I believe Eberflus' defense was too easy to read, so it allowed quarterbacks to get the ball out. That's gonna help your pass. That's gonna hurt your pass rushers. But I also think it was the talent as well, not just scheme. Yeah. Man, and then Rebel say, man, your best videos always get the lowest likes. Yeah, I mean, and I said this yesterday. This is why sometimes it get hard to do content. And sometimes you be like, man, why try to save people that don't want to be saved, you know? Why try to help people that don't want to be helped? Why do that? Like, I think about, like, let me turn this off. Like, I think about a little bit sometimes how MJ was aggressive at me and Big Game James because he wanted to believe in Justin Rogers. And he was calling in the other people's channel shitting on me and Big Game James' name because we was over here like, nah, Justin Rogers not going to be good enough to stop the run. I'm not going to trust in no 7-round DT to come in here and do a grown man pivotal job for 17 games. And that guy is only used to is because this guy's only used to playing 12 games, and we go put those big ass shoes on that man. We go put those big shoes on. Yeah, biscuit, that's what it is. We do it for the love because see, it don't make sense for me to be showing this type of evidence and have low likes. It's just fucked up, like for real. It's when you over here clearly showing that your DC is looking for help. When you over and you showing it, it's like, no, he was pushing for Max Crosby. He's in the hunt for Sweat. So I'm not going to do content to where I say we're good. He's not going to send signals that, hey, y'all, I need more. But then I'm going to do content like, no, he does not. Shotty can't send out signals like, hey, I need and I like big backs, but I'm over here like blue is enough. My content is being in opposition to the vision of my coaches. How do people not understand that? So if Shotty is over here saying, I prefer big backs because of the physical nature that I want to have in my offense, why would I be preaching the opposite? Hey man, that blue and that Malik Davis, man, they got burst, man. And you know, teams need thunder and lightning because when you have lightning, that messes up the defense. And you know, the defense, they gotta adjust to the change of speed. So really, fuck what you talking about, Shotty, in terms of you liking big backs. We want you to have a lightning and thunder back because we said so. And what we doing the shot at running back is low key what we doing the Christian Parker at edge. And his pursuit for a veteran war daddy. We doing the same thing. We saying the hell with what you want. We want you to have what we gave you and take it and like it. We gave you blue, take it and like it, work with it, shut up. Now, I know your first push and massive push was for Max Crosby, but take Gary, take Malachi Lawrence, take Donovan Ezeraku and shut your mouth. Coach him up, you and BT Jordan, coach him up and shut up. And we got us another super chat. He say Connor or Chubb without O-line and run mode, or pick your pauser with them cats added to the defense would be great for shot at scheme, boss. Hey man, Bernard, can somebody go buy Bernard a beer? Cause Bernard, I still don't understand how people don't understand. And a lot of our fans don't understand the very easy vision that I've been talking about. You don't even have to be like super smart to understand what I'm gonna say. It's very simple, and this is what Bernard is saying. It's a very simple vision that he just talked about. It's a very simple vision to try to understand what. Ask yourself, if you're an offense, how do you stop Quentin Williams and Max Crosby? Regardless of the weather, regardless of where you play, how do you stop? So Crosby usually commands doubles because he's a premier pass rusher. And Quentin commands doubles because he's a premier pass rusher from the interior as well. If you add two, does an offense have the numbers to stop or limit one?
Oh, hell no.
How does people not understand that? How is what Bernard's saying hard to see? How do we not understand that one acquisition of a premier pass rusher, you cannot stop it if you actually invest into that, and it makes your defense scary as F. It makes your defense like scary. Your offensive coordinators from opposing teams would be scared to play the Dallas Cowboys because they will have no answer for one of them. If you try to double Quentin, Crosby go act up and go crazy the whole game. The whole game. Yeah, and then my boy Gas Blunt say game play the ball to come out fast. Don't you want that? See, don't you want that? See, he trying to give a pushback, and that's good. I respect pushback, but don't you want that? Don't you want an offense that can't run their offense? That they gotta have a get the ball out quick. Don't that make them one dimensional? Because when you now going against the Dallas Cowboys, we got to get the ball out because somebody go get home, y'all. Somebody go get home. So when we play the Dallas Cowboys, we gonna have to basically run the ball and get the ball out quick. We ain't gonna be able to have these long drop backs and all of that. We not gonna have these long developing routes. We can't do all of that against them. We can't. Ain't that what you want schematically? Don't you want an offense with their hand tied behind their back just because they playing you? That shit, we can't run our offense on these dudes, man. I see you super chat right now. I'm finna get it. I'm just finishing my point. I see you and Tony's. I'm finna get it. But how do we not get that? How do we not understand that's what Parker is fishing for? How do we not understand that's how Vic Fangio's defense are built? This is why Vic Fangio always is trying to find an elite four. He's always trying to find an elite four. Every one of Vic Fangio's defense is built on an elite front four. And so when we over here pushing for that, we have a lot of people pushing that we good enough, which is crazy, bro. That boy say Gas Bluff favorite running back is Jaden Blue. He got a poster. He got a poster. New house. New house. My boy Gas Bluff don't have a poster. Jaden Blue do it. Damn, take it easy on him. Take it easy, New. New, take it easy. Ease up your punches, New. New out drop kicking balls. Bill. Let me hit these super chats real quick, and then I gotta go back to these points. So hold on. Let me get Rodney's first, and then I'm gonna get Tony's. OG Rodney, man, good to see you too, man. OG, love Rodney. Rodney, you usually holding out Facebook. You came to YouTube today. Welcome. Rodney be holding down that Facebook, boy. He be holding that Facebook down, and he be going crazy on them shares. He always go share this content into different groups. Appreciate you greatly. Hold on real quick. Oh. I missed one of your super chats, Rebel. Woo! I'm so sorry. But see, she understands. She said when boss get in rhythm, just let him talk. That's real though, because when I get in rhythm, I be gone. Because I be having thought, like I be having certain thoughts behind what I'm, you know what I'm saying? I be having a flow already in my head. And so, but I'm also managing y'all chats and producing. I'm doing a lot of stuff. It's just y'all can't see it. Rodney said, great content, boss. Prayers to you and your family on your dad's passing last week. I told you. He said, I shared this to 50 Facebook fans. I told you. I said that's what Rodney do. And so he's still over there holding down Facebook. Absolutely. And thank you, man, for the thoughts on my dad. And I'm doing better. And everything y'all been telling me been right. I remember I was feeling great on day 3. I was feeling like I turned the corner, and Rebel was like, no, bro, you ain't turning no corner. You ain't turning no corner. She said, you gonna be up and down. Trust me. And she was right. She said, it's gonna be days you great. It's gonna be moments that just hit you, you know? And I just appreciate all of y'all who went through this and sharing y'all experiences to have me ready and able to brace for, you know, because this is the first time this happened to my family. I always saw death around other people. I never saw death immediately to me and mine. You know what I mean? It's always been in other people's household. So it finally hit this household. You know what I'm saying? And my immediate people. So it's, you know, you mentally you think you ready. Hell no, you ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready. You can't get ready for it. So and then Tony said, keep it coming, boss. Real Cowboy fans know we gotta swallow the castor oil, and when we get sweet tea. Yeah, Tony, I appreciate that. The only thing, Tony, that's disheartening sometimes, and I'm just keeping it 100. My boy Hen in the building. What's up, man? It's always good to see big bro Hen. Hen, dog, we got to do some show soon, bro. We got a lot of work to do, because now you can see, Hen, that we've now pivoted to edge. We need to probably start doing more edge work. I know you down to do that. But see, the problem, Tony, is it's way more casual fans than it is real thoughtful, logical fans. It's way more casual fans. And so the casual fans is kind of running things right now. You know, straight up, that's what's going on. It's the casuals, and the media as a business caters to the casuals. See, that's why media has now shifted. Media has shifted. Yeah, let's do it here. Media has shifted. See, it was a time to where ESPN and all that kind of stuff was about player of the day, strong analysis, strong football people that had accurate takes, right? But it's pivoted to shock jock shit. And also, same thing happened in your content space. Like, so, you know, when people are showing facts, showing proof, showing evidence, to casuals, you're boring, right? Or, you know, but Dak is ass, and, you know, just shock jock takes, and, you know, calling out Clarence Hill, and, You know, that weird shit. Now that's, oh, I like this guy. I mean, you know, we can only kind of do content and based on the market. And I'm somebody that refuses to pivot to that pandering. I just ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. It's like no. And I'm not gonna do the positive pamper content. I'm not gonna do that. And it's a lot of writers and content creators know exactly what they're doing. It's it's pure capitalism in its ugliest form. It's pure capitalism in absolutely the ugliest form. Where I know I need to talk about, and a lot of our content creators know better than a lot of stuff they saying, but they go still sell you hype anyway because they know that's what they want to hear. So I appreciate it, but I also appreciate the I'm gonna call y'all the 300, the Spartan 300. See, it's people that rock with this channel because y'all more so kind of like the Spartans. It might not be a lot of us, but they fighters and they want to win. I can name so many of y'all, but people that's like, I see through the BS and I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to fight against the BS of front office. Because even everything that I'm talking about has to do 100% with the BS of front office. It's BS at this point that it's clear that Christian Parker wants an high-end elite pass rusher with Quentin Williams. It is BS for Schottenheimer to have 38 years in one style of running back, and in your first year with Dallas, you're forced on you something that is totally against your style of offense for the first time. Shotty has been super consistent on having multiple big backs. Him and his daddy. And see D Shift, man. D Shift, my dog. See, D Shift says, I fuck with D Shift, man, because D Shift, he just come in and say it. See, this is why I rock with D Shift. He just come in, he take all the lipstick off, he take all the fluff off. Just gonna let them be sorry. Exactly, bro. Just go sit back and let them be sorry. Go sit back knowing Christian Parker is pushing for a veteran award, and we go sit back and not help him, bro. And we just go D Shift. Just go sit back and let them be sorry. Man, it's bad. Straight up, D Shift. Straight up. Nah, bro, I can't sit back and let that happen, bro. I can't sit back and see Christian Parker over here clearly fighting for more, and then I'm over here being one of those voices. He don't need any more. He's good enough.
Oh, hell no.
Nah, my voice ain't in that. Nope. He's good enough. Nope.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
Yeah. So, like, I gotta be the bad guy and say, listen, I'm gonna be the one to say, for example, you don't bring in a Dory Jackson for a workout if you are content in the cornerback room. Somebody has to say it.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
You want answers?
You don't get in the sweepstakes for Sweat. You don't make multiple proposals for Max Crosby, but then turn around and say edge is not extremely important to Parker.
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
I just can't do it. I can't do it. And so, like Gas Blunts, this is one of those that went over your head. It went over your head, sir. He said, Adoree Jackson is effing dog S. So, if we hunting for Adoree Jackson, what does that say about? See, let's just see. Let's slow it down for Gas Blunts and people like Gas Blunts. Let's slow it down for him because he ain't getting it. If you are looking at people that are dog shit, what does that say about Christian Parker's confidence in the cornerback room?
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, and Gas Blunts, I don't know what you explain this. Gas Blunt said, talking, I don't know what you mean. He said, everything you're saying is saying the front office is trying. Trying? You must be mad at other. Yeah, I am mad at some other content creators. Yes, I am. Yep, I'm mad at some of them. I'm mad at some of the writers. I'm mad at some of the local radio. Yeah, I am upset. I am, definitely. Because when we ignore obvious problems and don't come together to address it and use our influence to try to improve this team, that does upset me. It does upset me when we put our head in the sand as content creators and pretend that we don't see that Christian Parker is pushing for better. So I don't like it when we are pushing rosy optimism when I'm seeing our coaches are actually fighting and pushing for more. I do wish most of us or more of us as content creators, writers, and radio people would talk about the clear fight that our coaches have to go through to just get shit that they've been begging for. And this is not even just unique to Parker and Brian Schottenheimer. This goes back all the way to where we got called out by Parcells. Parcells himself said, damn, man, if you want me to cook the meal, can I get the groceries? He was talking about front office. We have the same problems right now, but because we want to feel good right now, nobody want to say it. We just got recent proof where Dan Quinn was blamed for the Green Bay loss. Remember, there's a bunch of content creators out here. Man, Dan Quinn liked little linebackers. That's what broke the game down. It was Dan Quinn's fault. He liked little linebackers. They was putting out all this content. I don't know what you're talking about, Gas Blunts. I think at this point you're just talking. So I'm gonna start ignoring you now. No more privileges of responding to you, sir. So Dan Quinn was blamed when we got dog walked by Green Bay, and we had Bell out there playing middle linebacker on the goal line. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. There's way too much pandering in the streets because it's capitalism to a lot of our content creators as well as radio people. It's just pure capitalism. They know a majority of the casual fans want to hear good news, so they go out there and pump that everything is okay, even sometimes as the ship is going down. They gonna go out there and tell you that Sanborn is Luke Kuechly. They gonna go out there and tell you Blue is Kamara. They gonna go out there and tell you Malachi Lawrence is gonna have 7 to 8 sacks, 9 and 10 sacks. They go tell you Mozzie go be year one impact. They go tell you that Jay Tuia is getting ready to be a baller year one. They go out there and tell you that type shit. And then I gotta be the bad guy saying, no.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
And then what's sad is my track record is 10,000 times better than them. Because all the stuff that I warned about happened. So all you got to go do is go look at the track record. Go look at the track record of the people who were saying, we don't need one tech, boss. This time last year, the same people that's now champion one tech's people, they're champions. They are, we don't need edge because look, we can now stop the run. The same people are the exact same people that was pushing J2L. Go look at the track record. That's all you got to go do. Just go look at the track record. Look at the people who was always consistent, like, I don't want to trust. I don't want to trust Justin Rogers. I don't want to do that. I don't want to trust him now. Year 3, yes. Year 1 and 2, no. So now my correct warning is now being used against me when I'm on edge. Ain't that some? That always pisses me off when I say that because it's wild. How was the person that was warning loud as hell about one tech, now people coming to that same person like, boss, we have one tech, so we don't need edge. I'd be like, bro, how did we even get to this twilight zone? Like, how? But the same people who were saying we didn't need one tech are now saying the one techs are the reason why we don't need edge. But that's wild. That is wild. And we are saying we don't need edge. Listen, y'all. Listen. Our fans are saying we don't need edge as our DC made 3 proposals for Max Crosby before anybody. It looks like they put Premier Edge first, but we putting our head in the sand. Ooh.
Take it easy on my back.
The fans are saying, when's the last time a Premier Edge won a Super Bowl? As Parker is saying, nah, man, we need that. Matter of fact, that's the first thing I'm going after. Oh, we need that. Yeah, Jerry, go ahead and give up that first. Give it up. I'm cool with it. Yeah. Yep. Give up pick 20. Oh, no. Give me the proven. And why Parker is clearly, and I mean clearly, fighting for more, we are fighting against him. And I ain't lying on nothing I'm saying. Everything I'm saying is true, bro. I ain't lying on this. Go just listen to the streets. Go listen to what people saying in the streets. Boss, we good. We don't need. I don't think we need nothing. Shit, yeah, we do. If my DC is saying we need it and he out here still pushing for Sweat, I should be pushing with him. If Schottenheimer is saying that games are won and lost in the trenches, shouldn't I be still pushing for the trenches? Rodney Smith say, front office parenting of mediocrity to our fans breeds cynicism. It's embarrassing. I remember when Dallas ran a league, smells like Steven. It definitely smells like Steven. Definitely smells like Steven, man. And Rodney, you've been entered into another raffle, man, with your gift. Has a whole smell of Steven. See, Drill, exactly. We don't need Dak either. Exactly. So let me just play more of Parker where we can really see that he is truly shopping for a war daddy and I'm not just talking. Let's keep going.
Third and longs, then you have more schematic versatility.
Let's go back to that.
And the ability to play, the play style.
No, hold on. Let's really listen to him. Listen. I'm going to turn off the music. I don't want no distraction. Listen.
Sometimes affecting the quarterback comes through pressure. Sometimes it comes through disguise. Sometimes it comes through just the talent that you're able to have. And
Ooh. Hey.
Cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Did y'all just hear what he said? Ooh, man, I'm loving y'all, man. Listen, y'all so gangster. I love it. This is why this channel ain't for everybody. This channel is just not for everybody. It's not. He's a crazy fan saying we don't need edge because we have DTs. It's like saying we don't need draws because I got pain. It's take it easy. Hey, take it easy, Tony. Tony, you just got another entry into the raffle. Man. Oh my, Tony. Oh my. Yeah, but especially when Parker is clearly crying out for it. Clearly. Then we got us another super chat by Rebel. She said, if you act full, satisfied with daddy, not go long stroke mama. Ooh. That went over. Hey, Rebel, that went over people's head. Rebel, Rebel, are we out here fake moaning? Are we fake moaning as fans? Are we over here fake moaning? Sometimes you gotta show them you ain't hitting it right. That ain't it. That ain't the rhythm I want. You too fast, homeboy. Slow that thing down or speed that thing up. I'm finna be quiet. Rebel said, I ain't gonna make no noise until you get it right. Take it easy.
Take it easy on my back.
Mr. Nasty.
Oh, Mr. Nasty.
Oh, man, that's a boy, Rebel. Woo, woo. Rebel say, slow that thing down. I'm not, Rebel say, I'm not gonna even give you no, I'm not gonna give you nothing until you get it right. Oh, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all the best. I swear y'all the best, bro. Y'all are the best. Woo, man, y'all got me going over here, boy, I swear. Listen to Parker, because I want y'all to catch it. I want y'all to really catch the details. And see, this is what makes me great, man, is I know what I bring to the community is I listen very well. That's my superpower. Listen.
definitely want to, stop the run and affecting the quarterback. I think are the two most important things you can do. You affect the quarterback by stopping the run.
You affect the quarterback by stopping the run. So there's a two-tier approach. Our first way that we get you is we got to be able to stop you and get you in a third and long. So we're going to need the resources to do that, which we currently have and built, fortified it. The run stoppers. We fortified that, but let's keep listening.
Sometimes affecting the quarterback comes through pressure. Sometimes it comes through disguise. Sometimes it comes through just the talent that you're able to have. And
we don't need talent, boss. Boss, we don't need talent. When was the last time an elite pass rush won it, boss? But didn't he just say, did I hear something? Did I just hear him say that sometimes you go get after the quarterback because of just pure talent? Did I just hear that? Or did he say, hey, we just need some average guys and we go get BT Jordan and it's going to work out because we superior coaches? No, he said sometimes you get after the quarterback because we just got better dudes. Fuck my scheme. Ain't got nothing to do with my scheme. I got just better dudes. I just got dudes. And see, that's what Voch say sometimes. Voch say that. See, Voch be having some like perfectly bumper sticker sometimes. Like perfect. You don't need to change that. Keep that. That is it. Better dudes. Better dudes. That's Vosh thing. Better dudes. Sometimes it's just about better dudes. Sometimes it's just about I have better dudes. And I'm not going to keep watching him trying to get better dudes. And I'm over here preaching, we don't need better dudes. We're good. And I keep seeing his name in the hat for better dudes. Am I lying or telling the truth? I'm telling the whole truth. The first hat that he put down on wanting was the better dude.
Sometimes affecting the quarterback comes through pressure. Sometimes it comes through disguise. Sometimes it comes through just the talent that you're able to have and
the talent
and the ability to play, the play style. But I think those two things are where it starts. Because if you can stop the run, you can get teams in predictable downs on second, get back on track. And then
so that's step one. Let's stop the run so that we can get them in predictable downs. That's the first thing we're trying to do. We're trying to stop the run to get them. Everybody will say we check those boxes. We check that box.
third and longs, then you have more schematic versatility.
Ooh-wee. Hey man, take it easy. My boy, take it. Hey, A64, take it easy. A64, he come in with the bomb. That boy came in and say, some folks slow, boss. Boss, he said, some folks slow, boss. No way we sniffing around all these edges but don't want them or need them. Why is that common sense just not understood? Ain't no way you put in 3 proposals to give away the assets that you was willing to, and that's not first to this man. Not second, first to this man. He said what was first. He said what's first to my defense is stopping the run and getting after the quarterback. It's exactly what A64. We are not sniffing around for Sweat. We didn't put on 3 massive proposals for Max Crosby to think he is bullshitting.
If we're playing a whole bunch of 3rd and 2s and 3rd and 3s, usually those aren't the defenses that are successful. But if you can win first down and you're strong in the fundamentals, we're getting off blocks, we're tackling, we're attacking the football, we're situationally aware, those are the ones that are successful.
Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I think, great players make great coaches.
No, you make them. Nope. BT Jordan makes them. Nope. No, Parker, you're wrong. We hired you because you are going to make them great.
Yeah, I mean, I think, great players make great coaches.
Oh. But if you listen to us, it's the opposite. Boss, can we have faith in Parker's vision? Why do you keep pushing for this veteran war daddy, boss? Why do you keep dissing Parker? Why do you keep showing that you have no faith in him? Because why do you keep trying to get veteran war daddies in him for him? Do you not trust his vision, boss? Boss, do you not believe, boss?
Yeah, I mean, I think, great players make great coaches.
I actually believe in him. I believe in his words. His words told me, and I'm going to go with what he said, not what you say. I'm going to go with what he said. He said that great players is what makes me great. I don't make them great. They make me great. Now, obviously, great coaches can make players better. We're not going to say that. It does work both ways, obviously. But I wholeheartedly know that we are putting way more emphasis and stress on a new DC. Why are we treating a new DC like he's been doing this 15 years? And it goes back to what I was saying with the meddling. Let me go back to what I was saying on that. Let's not forget that Dan Quinn was lobbying for 2 years straight Bobby Wagner. And when we got ran through by Green Bay, it was a bunch of content creators that was out here and writers blaming Dan Quinn, saying that he had a philosophy of wanting little linebackers. It was always a lie. And the whole time Dan Quinn was saying, actually, I don't. Actually, I wanted the best linebacker in the league at that time. Actually, y'all lying on my name. Actually, I needed front office to listen to me, and they didn't. Actually, I needed front office to listen to me, and they didn't. Actually, if you shoddy in the running back room, I needed front office to listen to me, and they didn't. Actually, I needed front office to listen to me, and they didn't. That's what really happened. I needed front office to listen to me, and they didn't. That's what really happened. But guess what? Parker go get the blame anyway. Shoddy go get the blame anyway. It was not Mike McCarthy's fault. It was not Mike McCarthy's fault that he did not want Kellen Moore, and they threw Kellen Moore on him anyway. That was not his fault. He said very clear, I'm not a believer in these option routes. But yet, he still had to manage it. So what we got to do a better job of, we got to be able to do a better job of being able to read the tea leaves and see when our coaches are crying out. Why did Zimmer have to come out and say, y'all remember this? We need more noses, obviously. Oh, y'all don't remember that? He had to say that publicly. He was sending signals the entire time that he was not content with the one tech room. He was saying it the entire time. I'm talking about Zimmer when he was our defensive coordinator. The very first thing that he did is he came in after he reviewed the film. He did an interview with Ed Warner and said to Ed Warner, we have a deficit in our bigger guys. And front office went and got him Linval Joseph, who at that time was old, and they brought him in late. They brought him late into camp, and they said, fix it. You wanted these noses? Here's an old-ass nose. Let's go give you somebody off the street. Here's your nose, because I wanted you to have young Mozzie and young Josh Justin. You don't want our plan? Okay, here's old ass Linval Joseph then. Parker is clearly out here pushing for more, and we as fans are not even having his back. And my brother say, and listen, I'm gonna address this because this is real. I definitely want to address this. He said, boss, I can't even lie, G. I'm losing my passion to fight for this team. Hey, that's why you need people like me, because I'm going to throw cold water on you and say, get the fuck up, because we need you, common sense. I'm going to throw cold water on you. I'm going to slap you in your face and say, get back in the fight, damn it, because we need your common sense, and we need your type of mind. I'm sorry, you can't quit, sir. Sorry. Passion or no passion, I need you to start throwing them hands, period. Because you one of the few. You one of the few. You a Marine, sir. So as a Marine, sir, let's go. No. I do get being tired. Hell yeah. I get tired of fighting too, these casuals and these positive pampers and these line content creators, these line writers and all that. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. But you one of the best, Cyrus Common Sense. You can't be a top soldier and then I'll be okay with you getting tired. Nah, I'm going to do what any good coach would do and say, hell no, get your ass in the game. Let's make some plays. No, Common Sense, we need you, brother. We need you. B. Bird said, when we have better dudes on the D, on offense, we have 4 first-round picks and everybody else are highly paid. Oh, okay. Yeah. He said, when have we had better dudes on the D? Oh, okay. That's a question. Yeah. And see, yeah. And the offense, we have 4 first-round picks and everybody else are highly paid. Yeah. And see, listen, man. And see, to B. Bird point, That's why we got to push back at front office. To B-Bird point. Because to be honest, and B-Bird, you got entered into the ref. To be honest, what's going on is that this team is built in the image of Jerry. So Jerry is the one that wants two weapons, two receivers. He wants offense. He wants exciting. He wants that. Because that's what gets fans excited. It's offense. He said that himself. He said the rules are geared towards the offense, and I like that. And he was talking about the NFL. So why, to B-Bird's points, why do you think they sign all and everything on offense, but then they hardball everything on defense? And they only really run to sign defense if it's team friendly. Diggs was team friendly. Bland was team friendly. They was high, but they was also still team friendly. They wasn't the top of the market. Micah, he got cramps when it came to signing Micah. He got cramps in his hands. And Micah still to this day is one of the best deals out there. If you go look at his cap hits. Period. My brother say, hold on, my brother say, I don't want to fight no more, Holly. Hell no, man, no, bro, no. No, bro. No, Common. No. Cause see, let me tell you, Common, when we finally get over the hump, bro, it's gonna make every time you threw a punch worth it, bro. And even though it's frustrating, let's also not lose track of the fact that on a lot of these points we are winning. Let's not lose track that it was the push of us together on One Tech that likely got that word out. When most people didn't want to push for One Tech, it was us, not me, us, relentless on that shit. Common sense. You relentless on Twitter, brother. You relentless. You share every one of these shows. You hashtag. Listen, Ed just say, I quit. Y'all ain't quit. You know y'all have it. What y'all really saying is y'all tired. It's tiring. It is tiring. It's tiring. But y'all ain't quit. There ain't no way. It's just tiring. And it is frustration. I ain't gonna lie, it is. It's frustrating as hell. It's frustrating when you fighting uphill for common sense. It is. It is. So let me go back to this real quick. Let me go back to this because I'm trying to. So we see that great players make great coaches, right? This is also the key part too about them trenches and why he's pushing for it. Okay, listen. I want y'all to listen. I'm gonna turn this up because see, Parker is thinking right. And my boy Jay Black says very tired. Listen, and let me listen. I gotta listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. I know y'all tired. I want y'all to imagine how I feel when you actually putting together all this content and people not even hitting the like button. When you over here showing all this proof and all these facts and people can't even hit a like button. Like Rebel say, your best videos get the least amount of likes. It's true. Because for the most part, a whole lot of fans don't want to hear issues where we can be better. Like for real, they don't even want somebody to challenge front office and say, "Nah, we can be better here." Like for real, I see, cause this is what it's like being me. Dak, oh, he a good quarterback. Your running back one, he's solid. He perfectly fit. Your offensive line, it's retooled. Love it. And they are growing veteran legs, so that means they finna be better. Your tight end room has a lot of depth, and you just added talent to it. You have the best wide receivers in the whole league combined. Your D-line, your trenches is amazing. Your linebackers are now deeper. and also growing vet. So I could talk about all that good. Your safety room is way better. So I could say all that positive stuff, right? Your coaches are way better. Your defensive coordinator is now fully aligned to Brian Schottenheimer and likely his pick without the influence of Jerry. But this is where people get mad at me. Imagine being me when I say, all that's good. Not even just good. All of that is excellent. But it's a few things we need to kind of focus on because I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't want to hear it. Boss has been negative. Wait, damn. Didn't I just give you all the positive? Didn't I just tell you all them things? Can't I just spend a little bit of time of saying, hey, if we're trying to win a championship, maybe we need to look at that cornerback room. Maybe we need to really shore up that edge room like Parker seems to be fighting for. And just one more thing, running back 2. Can we just look at 3 things? No, boss has been negative again. Imagine being me, where you do all this content on, man, we good here, we good here, we good here. I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this. But the moment you say, but there, I think we can do better. I think we need to kind of shore that up if we're trying to win a championship. I think it'll be in our best interest to add a premier pass rusher with Quentin Williams. I think that'll put us over the hump. I really do. I want you to believe in Malachi Lawrence year 1 and Donovan Ezeraku, and if you don't, I'm going to protest your channel. I'm not going to watch you because I want to hear somebody say that we don't need no edge. I want to hear people say we're great at cornerback. And I want to hear people say that Blue and Moffitt is good enough. Don't even bring in no competition. I'm going to protest you. So it's tiring. I do get it's tiring. But at the same time, we still got to keep fighting because this is our team. Because put it like this, if we stop fighting, we are leaving this team to the worst voices and worst influencers. I'm going to say that again.
You want answers? You can't handle the truth.
If we stop fighting, we are leaving this team to the worst voices and the worst influences. We have to fight. We don't have to fight. We actually don't. We don't have to fight. We can sometimes you lead these. Y'all can have it, bro. I'm just not ready to be like that yet. I'm not ready to be like y'all can have it. Listen, this y'all team. If y'all want this, if y'all want to continue the 30-year drought, fine. You got it. You got it. Y'all got it. Everything is positive. Everything is great. You got it. I do understand the temptation, but I'm just not ready to surrender that yet. I want to continue to be the voice of really fighting for us to get over the hump with ideas that get us over the hump. And I do need y'all. Facts. Because, see, we need to be together. We need to be pushing together. We need to be hashtagging together. And sometimes take a break, damn it. Like, if you need to take a break, shit getting on your nerves. Like Rebel will tell me in a heartbeat. I call Rebel trying to talk some ball or some shit. Rebel be like, boss, I'm playing Black Ops. I got time for this shit right now. Rebel will walk away quick. Rebel will tell you in a heart, boss, I'm kind of checked out right now. I'll be back, though. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be boxing, but not right now. But not right now. Sometimes take a break. But, yeah, take your break, sit on the bench, gather yourself, get your air, and then let's get back in the game. We need you, Kobe Bryant. We need you. So hold on, let me play one more clip, the key clip that show you the foresight of Parker. This is the key clip. And Rodney said it best. Hold on real quick. I got to highlight Rodney. Rodney, yeah, y'all really doing y'all thing today. That boy Rodney say, positive team moves, yes, but it can be fine-tuned, just like a marriage and in life. Exactly. We are We all not perfect. Iron sharp as iron. In my Law Nation's voice, absolutely. Ah, my boy common sense. That's what I'm talking about, man. I just had to throw cold water on my boy. My boy said, I'm with you, boss. Promise. As long as you rock it, I'm rocking. Let's go, dog. That boy said, as long as you rock it, I'm rocking. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, bro. Because we need you, bro. I mean that, too. I'm not blowing smoke. Like, that boy name common sense. And that boy named Common Sense in an era to where common sense ain't even common. So we need him. Straight up. We need your hashtags. We need your tweets. We need your encouragement. I be needing your phone calls. All the stuff we do. Sometimes I be tired. Be like, man, I'm tired, bro. And then Rebel will say, hey, man, here $40, boss, because I see you grinding. And then they give me a second win. You feel me? We need each other. A Rebel said, you got another entry, Rebel. She said, I would love to hear boss tell us we have the best team. Ooh, ooh. Listen, Rebel, listen. Let me tell you something. Rebel. Rebel, let me tell you when I would say that. And I mean this. I mean this. I said this the other day and I meant it. If we would have got Myles Garrett, I would have been the most obnoxious Cowboy fan of all time. I would have been declaring the most, I would have talked the most shit ever. I would have been ignoring y'all. Y'all would have been annoyed with me. If we would have got Myles Garrett or Crosby and packaged that with Quinn Williams, I'm telling all of y'all right now, I was going to start immediately saying we might not lose a game all the way to winning the Super Bowl. Obviously, that's very wild. But basically, my confidence, I believe in them trenches that much. If you have Quentin Williams on where you can't double him because now you got to deal with Crosby. And if you try to double Crosby, then you leaving Quentin Williams one-on-one. I would have just guaranteed we finna win the Super Bowl. I would have been like, bro, and we might not lose a game the whole way there. I would have literally started doing content and it would have pissed people off. We're getting ready to win the Super Bowl. F what you think, F your fear. I would have been annoying. Boss, but we need corner. F corner. We got the dopest trenches in the league right now. And I really believe trenches go win this thing. You can't put a Crosby with Quentin Williams and I not be an absolute monster. So when Rebels say, I would love to see a day of you saying like that, let them get Crosby. If it would have been us that said that we traded for Myles Garrett, boy, my content would immediately went to just super optimistic, super annoying. We finna win this thing. F your mama, F the league, F anybody who doubt. We finna win this thing. We go be the scariest team in the league. See, so how some of y'all think about two number ones? That's how I think about them trenches. See, some of y'all think we finna win this thing because we got two number ones. Nah, we would have won this thing. I swear I would have guaranteed to Rebel Point. She said, I can't wait. Let them get the moves I'm talking about. I mean that. Let them do what I'm talking about. Let them go get Max Crosby. Boy, I'm gonna be whoo. Y'all ain't seen optimistic boss. This is why though. This is why. Listen to Parker.
I think that, playoff football, especially, in the elements. I think that, playoff football, especially, in the elements.
Rebel said I would hit 100K. I would too. I would. I would. Is she right? She right. That's the sad thing. I would hit 100K because I would be so genuinely optimistic, and that's what fans want to hear. That's just all they want to hear. And it would be genuine, and they would sense. They would be like, "Boss is obnoxiously, boy, he obnoxiously optimistic." And people, oh, I like this channel. I would be on here. We finna win the Super Bowl. We just made the best, but I would be real with it. It would be no pandering. The problem is a lot of content creators do that and they're lying. They know we ain't got it, but they sell it like that because that's what you want to hear. But I will start doing massive numbers. Massive. Every one of my videos will be 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. It would be like that 30,000. Yeah. It would be like that. It would be like that. Cause let's go peep it. You can go to my channel and look. I am very genuinely optimistic on the coaching staff. So when I did content on all our new additional coaches, every one of them videos was hitting 6,000, 10,000. Every one of them. Every one of them. Because I was genuinely optimistic. I was like, bro, like, nah, dude, they hit on this one. They got BT Jordan. Oh, shit. And y'all know I was genuinely optimistic about BT Jordan because I was tagging the Cowboys to get BT Jordan before they did it. I was pushing for BT Jordan before they did it. I was tagging Dallas saying, you need to get this guy. So when I did my content, I was genuinely like, boy, they just hit a home run with this. I meant it, and I still mean it. BT Jordan is still a super dope home run. But when you start talking real and honest on what we need to improve. But see, I'm going back to this because I need people to recognize that Parker recognized the elements of football. So when I was talking about the 2 number ones and I said, listen, I'd rather have Myles Garrett or Crosby with Quentin Williams than 2 number ones. It's other content creators that ran out there and said, I'd rather have the 2 number ones. That's because y'all don't understand the elements. My boy C. And C day one, bro. And C truly day one. That's my dog. And me and C don't always agree. That's what's dope, is we don't always agree, but he know what's up. And C been with me literally when I had less than 20 people watching. I swear. C was there. Him and D.A. Lee. When I first hit that button to go live. My boy C. C always been day one. My boy C say, man, F all that. You should already be at 100K. You spit the real. Hate the way our community be moving. Hey, bro. Hey, man, it's all good, bro.
You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
I feel you, bro. These dudes be soft out here, man. They can't have a lot of people can't even have the basics. Like, bro, we can do better. We can do better. Like, just that just freaks out these casual ass fans. Like, these cats be like, I can't listen to Boss. He's negative. It's like, you just casual, bro. You just soft. You just a softy. That's the real problem. You soft. Well, you can't handle a basic, hey, bro, we could do better here, bro. And here's the documentation of that. And you la, I want to hear that Boss is negative. But let me go back to what I was saying. It's because a lot of people respond to what I say. They go listen to my content, then they do videos to be anti me and shit. So I go out there and the first thing I say on my video is, and because I'm not pandering at all, I'm talking real football. Sometimes talking real football is to go against your own, right? So I'm going against my own. I say, listen, man, and I'm just being all the way honest because I'm talking real football and elements. And I said, listen, out the gate, I said, listen, I would rather have Myles Garrett and Quentin Williams than 2 number ones, than 2 elite number ones. Then other content creators immediately start doing content like right after that, like, I'd rather have 2 number ones than Myles Garrett. I'm like, you out your rabbit ass mind. And you out your mind because you honestly do not understand the elements. So playoff football is gonna have a lot of elements that's out of our control. And that's what he is talking about. That's what Parker is talking about. This is also why he's pushing for a premier pass rush. Because if you have The elements that's out of your control. Wind. See, a lot of people want to depend on the passing game. Like, think about it. Let's just use a common sense. Yes, it's dope to have 2 number ones, but if the wind is 30 miles an hour, the accuracy of Dak is now taken away. If it's snowing, your timing of your offense and the security of it is fully compromised now, just because of snow. If it's raining real hard, yes, all of us played in the rain as kids, all of us, and we still got down with it. But your timing is affected, and you're not as under control. You can't control the elements. But the elements does not affect when you have your trenches built, and it actually strengthens your trenches. So when it's cold, guess who will probably fire off the ball and whoop more ass? Your offensive line. Because the defensive line is on ice and they don't have the traction. So the elements is helping your trenches. So if you have a built trenches, you likely go be in a better position to win that game when the elements is away from you. So if you firing off the ball and you got Crosby and you got Quentin Williams and you got snow, ice, wind, that don't affect them. They still go cause havoc. Whether it's stopping the run or the pass, they go just be causing havoc all day, even if the game is slowed down to a halt because of the elements, you still have the advantage. Hence why people that really understand football would rather have trenches at a top tier than the perimeter at a top tier. So when you listen to people say, I'd rather have Pickens and CD over Myles Garrett and Quentin Williams, that's because you're not talking real football. You talking something else. But that's not the reality of the elements. And as long as you talking and pandering like that, a lot of people not gonna be willing to make the hard decision or hard decisions to get that built. Cause see, y'all don't want to hear this, but one of the things that maybe could have moved you over to get a Myles Garrett would be packaging somebody like a CeeDee Lamb or a Pickens. A top guy to try to sweeten that deal, plus throwing in picks. Then you get the ideal trenches. That's gonna likely win you the game and likely win you a championship. See, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm steadily telling the truth, and I'm not gonna stop telling the truth just because y'all want finesse football. I'm not gonna start lying because y'all want finesse. I'm not. And it's finesse. It's finesse thinking. And see, we love to bring up Seattle. I swear we do until it's time to bring up Seattle. I swear. We love bringing up Seattle until it's time to bring up Seattle. People say, go look at Seattle, boss. They didn't have elite edges. No, go look at Seattle. They also got rid of 2 number ones to build that average ass, what y'all call average. Yeah, because what they did is they got rid of DK Metcalf and put that resource on Tank Lawrence. Ooh, take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
Oh, see, y'all don't want to hear that, though. See, y'all don't want to hear that. See, we over here preaching, man, let's go with the 2 number ones. Let's go move us closer to a Super Bowl. I'm over here preaching, hey, bro, we might have too many resources on the offensive side of the ball. I would rather us put those resources on the defense, especially the trenches at edge at a premier level, because then that make Quinn Williams and that premier edge guy unstoppable regardless of the elements. And that's exactly what Seattle did, and Seattle won the Super Bowl doing that. But you don't want to listen. You don't want to look at Seattle now. You don't want to follow the, if you want to win it, get rid of one of them 2 number ones, take it down to 1 number one, go get you a decent number 2, because, ain't that what Seattle did? We gonna act like that's not what Seattle did. That's what Seattle did, y'all. They had 2 number ones with DK and JSN. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? And then Lou in here, he say, all of that edge committee just got paid too. Lou, am I lying? Lou, am I lying, bro? Have I lied yet? Didn't Seattle have 2 number ones? They did. They had DK and they had JSN. And they said, we kind of got too many resources on offense. Let's trade that guy, DK. Let's put that on defense. Let's go take those resources that we just saved. Let's put that on Tank. Let's put that on Williams. See, look. I told you, look. Nah, we need our wideouts. We got a new way to win. Did it win last year? Oh, they not ready. They can't handle the truth. Oh, shit. Did you win last year? Wait. DK ain't the number one? Like I say, it's finesse. It's finesse. I ain't gonna even argue with that. It's finesse, man. It's finesse thinking. Your coaches clearly say games are won and lost in the trenches. And like I say, we'll say F what y'all saying, Parker and Brian. F what you talking about. That's what we do. F what you talking about. We want the excitement. And that's why I keep saying, this, we want to be Seattle till it's truly time to be Seattle. See, we only want to be Seattle when we want to think cheap like Stephen Jones and then diminish pass rush. We don't want to be Seattle when we want to look at the whole model of how they want it. And like Zay said, our offense always get clapped by Arizona. Yeah. Ooh, Lou. See, Lou, we should have did this show together, bro. I'm convinced me and Lou would have killed this show together. If me and Lou would have did this show together, this show would have been way better. Cause Lou be just that boy Lou Lou is a fool. That's a dude I can't wait to get to 100K, bro. I can't wait till he get to 100K. He go get there too. He go get it. He go get his 100K. He go get it the hard way too. My boy say he dope. Y'all got Lou fucked up. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. My boy say Dolphins had 2 top tier wide receivers and folded as soon as the game got cold. And see, Lou, I'm over here talking about the elements, and these boys over here like la 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 la, like Miami didn't have to go up into Kansas City, and they did. They had to go up to Kansas City, and it was cold, and them weapons got their ass whooped.
You can't handle the truth.
Ooh, see that boy Lou in here cooking, man. Lou, take it easy. Hey.
Take it easy on my back.
Uncle Lou. Uncle. No more, Lou. Ease up. Lou over there punching these dudes in their face. He said the last time the Bengals won, they had a defense, broke it up, and they ain't been back since.
You can't handle the truth.
And my brother say, Tyrone Church, he said, I want Lou, Henny, landlord, and Nicoya to get to 100,000. Hell yeah. We'll do great, bro. I swear. We'll do so good. And in terms of good works for the nation, that's what I mean by do good. Don't let us gain that type of influence. I swear to God. I'm gonna use it right too. Shoot, cause my voice matter now, boy. You get me to 100,000. I swear, man, these boys gonna be like, damn. When boss speaks, shit move, and hell yeah. Hey, it's already there right now, but I want it stronger, for real. I want it stronger. It's strong now. People pay attention now. Believe me, people pay attention. But like Lou said though, man, Lou man, the same y'all got Lou messed up. But see Parker talking about them elements. He talking.
I think that, playoff football, especially, in the elements, that's when the real defenses definitely show up in January and February. But you definitely want to, try to approach the offseason and training camp in a way that you can start fast in terms of execution. That's most important in the fundamentals, because it doesn't matter what your scheme is if you don't do the little things the right way. So you have to start there, and then as you kind of get through the season, you continue to build on those foundational blocks, and then you should have a really good idea as the year goes and the roster is more consistent in terms of what you do and don't do well.
See my boy Zay. See, I like Zay, man. I like Zay, for real. You need people like Zay. My brother Zay. See, Zay, some people wouldn't like people like Zay, because Zay, the way his mind works is he's going to cross-examine what you say. You need people like that. Some people get offended with people like Zay, where you'll make a point and then he'll think of a counterpoint, but then he counted his own counter. Like, this is my boy Zay. So Zay, keep it real. My boy Zay said, that's because Tua is sorry as hell in the cold, right? So he was countering my point. No disrespect, but it's a fair counter, right? Then he counted himself. He counted his counter. He said, no lies. Dak don't play good in the cold either, so you probably got a point. Woo! I feel you, Lou. You need to tweet this. I'm gonna tweet this too, Lou. I'm gonna tweet this too. He say edge doctrine will be demolished after this season. Myles Garrett on a contender now. Ooh, I agree. I agree. This gonna be the last year of devaluing edge. All that. When was the last time an elite edge did anything? This is gonna be the last year of that shit, dog. Real talk. This is gonna be the last year. And see, I said exactly what he said on running back. And I was right. I tweeted it. I said, when Saquon them, when they was free agents, I say this is gonna be the last year of devaluing running back. And it was. It was. I said, this is it. When I looked at all the talent that was entering the market, because people forget that was the best free agent class of all time in running back. Yeah, and see, and Devin, this is going around. I'm gonna address this tonight. I'm gonna show that's not true. They say I heard someone say it's because of a pause appeal put in the trade. We can't trade our first. Yes, you can. You would just have to spell it out, the conditions of the trades, with your trade date, for a lack of a better word. You would have to spell it out. So, like for instance, it would be something like, if this happened, then you get this first. But if it don't happen, then you get this. You know, as long as it equal the value that they overall looking for, you have the picks even with those first and what's attached to them to make a deal. You just have to spell out kind of conditions in the language, and I'm gonna show that too. I'm gonna prove that to y'all tonight. That's gonna be my show tonight, because a lot of people keep going with that as if we couldn't have offered our first because it's tied to Green Bay, and I'm gonna show you that that's bullshit. And I appreciate you saying that, Devin. Another thing too, why it's actually a lie to say we didn't have the assets. It's a lie, because Jerry, I'm gonna show this tonight too, because I'm gonna explain it tonight, Devin. I don't want to give away the show too early. He said, explain, bro. I'm gonna explain tonight, and I'm gonna show you some real examples of it and some historical examples of it. But for instance, Jerry said himself that the most ideal time for picks is right before the draft. And that's true, because you actually know exactly what the picks are. So when you start having picks into the future, it's always a gamble because you don't know how those picks are going to slot. That's why most people take the value of a future pick and they devalue it a whole round. Meaning, if we give you a first rounder for next year, that's really counted as like a second rounder because you don't know how it's going to slot, especially if it's conditional. So that's why Dallas absolutely had the best value before the draft because they had the exact slots of their picks, so everybody could plan and take advantage of the future right then, and it wasn't as much speculation on what those picks could be. So we definitely had the value to go get Miles. We didn't have the will to go get Miles, but we had more than enough. We had so much that, see, people forget the Rams tried to make a push at Max Crosby, but the proposal of Dallas was so strong that they couldn't counter it. They couldn't because they didn't have the assets to counter Dallas and where they were in the Max Crosby proposal. And that's what made Lou low-key genius when he said it's a damn shame that we beat out the Rams when it came to Max Crosby, but we got our ass whooped when it came to Myles Garrett. But I'll go through that tonight. Yeah. And then he say Browns couldn't trade Myles until June 1st. Why couldn't he? Now I know it's more ideal for them and it helped them greatly, right, to be able to do that. And I see what you're saying with that. It definitely helped them greatly because I've looked into that before with Myles Garrett. I know where you're coming from now here. That they definitely got a lot of cap relief by doing that. They did. They did. They got a massive advantage because I looked into that. That they June 1st advantage gave them a lot of cap relief. But a lot of that could also be structured team to team as well. On how much cap you go eat versus we go take up, all that kind of stuff. To me, that part could be negotiated. But in terms of if you're trying to get assets and picks and like that, we had the picks easily. We had the right now picks too. But even if you want to do it after June 1st, you just would have to want it more than the Rams and be willing to give up more than the Rams. Now, some of that we couldn't have because we had no verse. If they made it like they the best idea for us because of verse, then we couldn't have competed with that because we didn't have a verse. But we had assets that was also valuable. We had assets that would have been on the level of verse or better. We definitely did. It's just would we had been willing to put those up in the conversation. And some of this stuff is going to be we don't know. We don't know how they would value a verse versus a CD Lamb. We don't know that. We have no idea, but they might have. But I'm not going to just go to the leap of we didn't have it. No, we definitely had it. Some of it is about did they absolutely want a pass rusher in return? Then if that's the case, we didn't have it. But if they wanted quality assets or better assets or an asset that could help improve their team, we absolutely had that. We just would have to be willing to do it with the picks. Especially if you was willing to do it with the picks. Especially if you was willing to do it with the picks. So if you was willing to say, listen, I give up this year's first with conditions and next year's first with conditions, and we'll talk about how to do that with conditions this evening. And I'm throwing this player. Now you just basically have to come into it like we believe in the trenches so much that we're willing to give up more to go for it. Yeah. And I'm going to also say this to Soul Goddess point. This is the most important point of the whole show. This is the most important point of the whole show. The pivot to Thibodeau. That's the most important point of the whole show. And then this is a good question. I'm gonna talk about this. Yeah, and they say this year's first is frozen, but it's a way to work it out with conditions. I'm gonna show that this evening. That it's a way to work out the conditions of how you can make that work. You would have to spell out the conditions of it. And I'm gonna show you this evening. I'm gonna show you that this evening. And then my boy Tyrone Church asks, he said, is Max healthy now? The thing about the Max cleanup surgery, the thing about the Max Crosby cleanup surgery is just like certain surgeries, you pretty much know what the outcome go be before you do the surgery. Like for instance, Tank used his shoulder as leverage because he knew the timetable of when he would be ready. Do y'all understand that? It's gonna be 8 o'clock, Devin. Let me say that again. Tank was able to use his shoulder as leverage for the Dallas Cowboys to get his contract because he knew the timeline of when he would be back. Because the cleanup surgery to his shoulder was routine. And I feel that, Henny. You right on that. I agree with that, Henny. He said dead money would have destroyed them. And again, though, that dead money, though, that can be negotiated between teams of how much we go take, how much they go take. But like going back to this Max Healthy stuff, it was already in multiple medical reports that he was going to be ready before training camp. So the risk of, see, when it's a real risk, everybody really knows it and everybody talks about it. That's also why, remember the corner that dropped in the draft? What's his name? Play for Tennessee? I can't remember. But he basically, allegedly, likely had a botched surgery. I can't remember his name, but he was a top prospect corner out of Tennessee this year, and he dropped because of his knee, right? But it was also because it was pretty much understood that likely his stuff was botched. And that's not the reports on Crosby. Crosby's reports is that he's ahead of schedule. And that was also by Dallas doctor. McCoy. Yeah, it was McCoy. So, so McCoy basically dropped because of you couldn't trust when he was going to be ready. But see, with Tank is like, man, I got to have this clean up shoulder surgery. I'll be ready before training camp if y'all get my contract out the way. And then Dallas did. They got his contract out the way, and guess what? He was there for training camp. You know what I'm saying? That's how, basically put it like this. It ain't no real risk to be afraid of with Max Crosby. If I had any concern about Max Crosby, it's only one thing, literally only one. I don't like how his body is built. That's it. I don't like that he has a dad bod. I don't like that. That's the only thing that bothers me. But I don't feel bad about it because he's always had a dad bod. Where he don't look like he's built to play football. He look like he built to play basketball. That's his build. I don't like his build. That would literally be my only concern. Yeah. So anyway, I'm finna finish this out, but I was basically, and I actually just, showing, and this show is to show, especially with what we seeing happening with Sweat, that we got to keep our eye on the fact that regardless, we can get caught up in the details of Myles Garrett or not and debating that out and all this. But none of that's the big picture. The big picture is Yo DC is obviously still pursuing what he pursued from day one. That's what I needed people to all understand. Yo DC is still pursuing what he literally pursued aggressively from day one. From day one, Yo DC clearly was trying to get premier edge. That's what we need to keep a focus on. From day one, Yo DC was not just trying to get it. He was clearly trying to get it from day one. From day one, Parker first push before he brought in all them other guys. The first thing that he wanted before free agency even started is the Dallas Cowboys put up 3 proposals for Max Crosby and kept increasing it, which is a clear indication that this was the first thing on Parker's Christmas list. So we can choose to ignore that and act like we're all good. We don't have no needs, boss. I could ignore the fact that why do we keep seeing Dallas' name in the cookie jar of pass rushers and premier pass rushers? If we so good, why do we keep catching him looking for more? If we so ready, why he bringing in, like Gas Blunt said, he's ass? Well, if he's ass, what does that say about the concern of Christian Parker to the cornerback room? And I need us to recognize that. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think we recognize that. I think we got so many content creators, so many writers, and so many people out here saying we're all good, that we are losing and not keeping our eye on the ball that we're not. And more importantly, the guy that we say we trust, because every time I talk about we can do better than Donovan Ezeraku, we can do better than Malachi Lawrence, we can do better than Gary. Every time I say that, you will always have some people come in and say, hey man, you don't trust Parker? Every time, literally every time. You don't trust Parker and his vision? Come on now, boss. Come on now. Come on. You don't trust him? And see, that assumption is basically saying Parker signed up on those guys, so that means that he wants those guys. See, isn't it amazing that you're able to kind of connect those dots that you want to connect? Why can't we connect the dots of if he's so content in the room, why he's still shopping? Oh, man, I don't think they can handle the truth, Lou.
You want answers?
If Parker is so content in the room, why we keep catching him shopping?
You can't handle the truth.
If he like his car so well, why he always at the car lot? If he in love with his vehicle, why every damn week we keep catching him? Why you keep talking to the car dealers every week? Hey man, I sure like that vet, man. I'ma just want to take one more look at it, man. What's the price on that thing? Man, I think let me go try to see if I can get with my wife, Stephen Jones and Jerry, and see if I can get them to open up the bank so we can take another look at that vet. I need to take a look at that vet. Christian Parker all up in the dealership every week, but we act like he don't want a new car. We full of shit. And playing dumb. Dude shopping, always got his hand in the premier pass rush cookie jar, but we act like he don't want no cookie. We act like he don't want no pass rush cookie. He wants some pass rush cookie, y'all. You don't have your first hand in the cookie jar of Max Crosby and then say he don't want no cookie. That's playing dumb, man. I ain't finna play dumb. So I gotta be the bad guy.
So say good night to the bad guy.
The bad guy, good guy. I gotta be the bad guy, good guy, and be one of the few people that's gonna say it like it is.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
I gotta be the bad guy, good guy in a season of optimism where everybody wanna hear everything is fine. Shut your mouth, boss. My boy Devin say, "Damn, you brought up cars." Wifey said they brought the Impala back after a year or two. That's crazy. Hey man, hey, your wife hearing from, hey man, God put that on my heart to tell you, get that Impala for your wife. I'm messing with you, bro. That boy said, I'm gonna take that as a side. I'm gonna take that as a side. Say, Lou, man, we should have did this show together, bro. That boy say he's still hungry. McDonald's wasn't enough. And see, people ain't listen. We the bad guys right now, though, Lou, because we the ones saying what everybody else ain't saying, bro. But we the bad guys for saying what's obvious.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
You literally got this man still shopping in our face, but you gonna have other people out here saying that we don't need it, that we don't trust Christian Parker. Well, I do trust Christian Parker. I do. I just trust him more than you. I trust him more than you. That's what it is. I trust him enough to take him at his word of what he said the first time, and he was very loud on when he said it. He didn't stutter. I trust Christian Parker way more than you. And this is what Christian Parker said.
Yeah, I mean, I think, great players make great coaches. I think that whenever you form a defensive structure, it's about the players that you have. You definitely have a mentality as a play caller, but I think that it's still going to be designed around the players that you have.